Psalm 40. He brought me up out of the pit of destruction, out of the miry clay, and he set my feet upon a rock. This is that story, from the pit to the rock, from the streets to salvation. Music was God's rope when I was drowning.
It's a journey. I was deep in the trap, moving weight on the block. Had to work in my pocket, had the gun for the ops. Living fast, chasing cash, paranoid every night. Sleeping with one eye open, ready to fight. Selling death to my people just to survive. But I was dying inside, was barely alive. Using what I was selling to numb all the pain. Pills and powder controlling my brain. Mama praying for me while I'm out in the streets, running from God's voice every time that he speaks. To my conscience, to my heart, to my soul deep inside. But I buried it under my outlaw pride. Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no one pursues. That was me looking over my shoulder, paranoid by the news of another homie gone, another funeral to attend. Wondering when my turn would come, when this life would end. Romans 6:23 burning my mind. Wages of sin is death, and I was collecting that paycheck with every breath. But I couldn't stop, couldn't quit, couldn't break free from the trap, from the game, from the outlaw in me. This is the journey from the pit to the rock, from selling death and destruction around the clock, speaking life and redemption through the mic. God used music to save me from the grave in the night. This is the journey, Psalm 40 made real, out of the miry clay, learning how to heal a mild prophecy, redeemed by his grace. This is the journey from hell to seeing Jesus' face. Hey, there came the night I hit a rock bottom hard. 3 a.m. high on my mind, playing with death cards. Pills had me twisted hard, racing out of control. First time I was genuinely scared for my soul. Alone in my room, surrounded by my sin. Demons celebrating, thinking that they'd win, but they didn't know about the prayers going up. Didn't know that God had already filled my cup with mercy I didn't deserve, grace I couldn't earn. And in that moment, it's something inside me turned. I whispered Jesus through the pharmaceutical haze. Philippians 2:10, at the name the demons crazed. Had to flee, had to go, couldn't stay in that space. And for the first time in years, I felt amazing grace. I woke up the next morning shocked that I survived. Grabbed my phone, YouTube playing in my eyes. Caught a video, Christian hip-hop testimony. Former drug dealer talking about his journey, from the trap to salvation, from the streets to the church. And I broke down crying, felt my soul start to search for the same hope, the same freedom, the same peace. Music became a lifeline, my spiritual release. Every time I wanted to use, I put on a song. Scripture over beat, showing me I could be strong. Romans 10:17, faith comes by hearing the word. And through music, God's voice was finally heard. This is the journey from the pit to the rock, from selling death and destruction around the clock, speaking life and redemption through the mic. God used music to save me from the grave in the night. This is the journey, Psalm 40 made real, out of the miry clay, learning how to heal a outlaw prophecy, redeemed by his grace. This is the journey from hell to seeing Jesus' face. Look, now I'm clean and sober by the power of God. Zechariah 4:6, not by might, but by his rod of correction. His direction, his love, and his grace. Every day is a choice, but I'm running this race, not for me, but for the ones still trapped in the game, still using, still dealing, still living in shame, thinking they too far gone for God to reach. That's why I make this music, that's why I preach. Through every bar, every verse, every song that I write, I'm pointing to Jesus, I'm pointing to life. 2 Corinthians 1:4, he comforts us so we could comfort others with the same hope, reaching sisters and brothers who were drowning in the same waters I almost died in. Music saved my life, but Jesus did the reviving. Now I use music to pull others from the pit. Psalm 42:3, he put a new song, and this is it, a song of redemption, a hymn of the free, from outlaw to prophecy. That's my testimony. If God can save me, he can save anyone. The journey's not over, but look how far I've come. This is the journey from the pit to the rock, from selling death and destruction around the clock, speaking life and redemption through the mic. God used music to save me from the grave in the night. This is the journey, Psalm 40 made real, out of the miry clay, learning how to heal a outlaw prophecy, redeemed by his grace. This is the journey from hell to seeing Jesus' face. To everyone still in that pit, still in the streets, still thinking you're too far gone for grace to reach, I'm here to tell you God is calling your name. Music pulled me out, he can do the same. This is outlaw prophecy. This is my story, from the trap to the pulpit, giving God all the glory.